Welcome back to Living 808. You can play medical detective to catch signs of common conditions.
We asked Dr. Rupi to run down some of the red flags.
Well, sometimes you know yourself the best, so there are some things that you might be able to do to help doctors figure out if you have a medical condition. We want to ask Dr. Rupi about some of these simple tests, simple thanks to you, but what are some ways that we might be able to recognize some medical conditions?
So there's a lot of signs and symptoms of underlying health conditions that we can look out for. And when you go to see a doctor and they do a physical examination, they're actually looking for a lot of these signs and symptoms. So they might look like they're just looking at you, but they're actually looking for specific things. So one of the first things that we're going to talk about is called acanthosis nigricans. So it's a super complicated word. In Latin, acanthosis means thick and nigricans means dark. So thick, dark skin. So if you've got thickened, dark skin that looks almost velvety or almost dirt-like, that happens on the back of the neck, in the axilla, so in the armpits, or in the groin, and that darkness is getting worse, it can happen just normally, but it can also indicate that there might be something going on, such as diabetes, or even in rare circumstances, it could indicate types of cancer.
How about we always hear the expression, eyes are the windows to the soul. Anything that your eyes can give away, or maybe you might be able to recognize?
Absolutely. So you're absolutely correct. The eyes are the window of the soul, but they're also the window into your health. And so sometimes people can have issues around their eyes or even in the eyes. One thing I wanted to mention today is when someone has patches, yellowish colored patches around the eyes, usually they happen in the corner or around the eyelids. Those are called xanthelasmas, and that can indicate cholesterol deposits, which might mean that you could have high cholesterol. It could also sometimes indicate heart disease. So definitely a good idea to get that checked out by your primary care physician.
I've also heard that dentists and oral health can also be a predictor of some other types of conditions.
Definitely. So as we all know, we've smelled somebody with bad breath before, but that might not just indicate bad oral hygiene. It could if someone's not brushing properly, or we should talk about tongue scrapers at some point because those things are amazing. But even if someone has great oral hygiene and they're taking care of their teeth, sometimes they still have bad breath. So if you're suffering from this, or if you know of somebody who is suffering from this could actually indicate a serious underlying disorder. So oftentimes it can even be from diabetes, but it can also be due to metabolic conditions or liver disease. So if that is a problem, sometimes that's not something that you think of to bring up to your doctor, but make sure you do, because it could indicate something else going on.
Okay, definitely mention that. You said something about a term called clubbing. Can you explain exactly what that is?
Sure. So we're not talking about clubbing in the clubs with the dance music. We're actually talking about clubbing in the form of what a club looks like. And so when your fingers start resembling a club, that could indicate that there's a problem with the oxygenation in your blood. So this could indicate either something going on with your lungs or even with your heart. And so I'm going to show you a quick and simple test that we can do to see if there is potentially clubbing happening. Now, in rare circumstances, it can be normal, but if you do have clubbing, or if it's something new that's developing, definitely get it checked out. So what you do is you take your two thumbs and you put them back to back like this, and you see that little space there? There should be a space. You can almost kind of see through that little space that's there. That's normal. Yeah. So if that space goes away, if you lose that space in between your nails like this, that could indicate clubbing. That could mean that for whatever reason, you're not getting enough oxygen. And so that would be when you want to get it checked out.
Okay, there we go. And what about your skin? And I know the old saying is like, if you have a mole, beauty mark, something like that, if it changes, you definitely should get that checked out.
So when it comes to moles, it's important that we're kind of keeping an eye and checking on them. Oftentimes we just think if we have fair skin that we need to pay attention to moles, but any colored skin can develop melanoma. So we want to make sure, even if we have real deep tans, that we're checking any of our moles. If they change in size, color, shape, any irregularity, you want to make sure that you're keeping an eye on them and getting them checked out frequently. And so change in moles or change in size, color, darkening, those can potentially indicate melanoma. A spot that we often don't check and often aren't paying attention is actually our nails. So checking on your hands, your palms, your soles, and also your nails, and even inside your mouth or anywhere that you could have a mole, you want to make sure that you're keeping an eye on those moles and checking for any changes.
Always great advice, Dr. Rupi. Where can people go to follow you and to get more information about their health?
They can follow me on Dr. Rupi at Instagram and on Facebook, and as well as my website, that's drrupi.com.
All right. Thank you so much. We will see you here on Living 808 next time.
Great. Thanks so much.
You're always learning
Good
with her.
stuff, yeah.
Yes, and things do reveal themselves. Like they said, you can be a medical detective about it, but the clubbing. Do you notice anything?
Well, I can see all the monitors and I can see the, can you see me? So I don't have to worry about clubbing. Nor do I go clubbing.
No, not